Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, libertine, and amazing Propagandacast with your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda, heroes like Defender of the Fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on road to Tunis. In the west stands ZuluKobra, fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth, here with the 6th Armoured Division. Swiftly advancing here across the Tunisian deserts and scrublands, I know what to call it. In the east, it is Array fighting for the Deutsches, affair called the German army. Here, standing out with the 15th Panzer Division, we got here Espionage, Italian combined arms, and Italian infantry for Array versus Indian artillery, air and sea, and Australian defense. With a double panzer grenade opening here out of Array, so possibly, most likely not combined arms battle, could be espionage, could be infantry, we'll have to see. Zulu with the double sapper section start here, we're off to the races. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos, helps out immensely. So we got Panzer Pioneer ready here with their Kar 98K bolt action rifles. Sabs in the west with their Sten guns Mark II, and we got more Panzer grenadiers arriving there. Otherwise, overall, steady approach here from all sides. Swiftly and steadily advancing, which I suppose is a bit contradictory, moving up here towards the centre. ZuluKobra focusing on the edge of the map, not looking to get caught up in a fight with the Germans in the centre, since if he doesn't get to the buildings first, he could get into a bit of an uncomfortable position. Zulu following up with the Vickers heavy machine gun, water-cooled, World War I vintage weapon, in fact. Little fun fact there, in fact it was an improved version of the Maxim machine gun. There's a bit of extra fun history for you there. Ray with more Panzer grenadiers, no light vehicles as of yet, and certainly no Bersaglieri, just lots of good old-fashioned Panzer grenadiers, the backbone of the Panzer Grenadier and Panzer Divisions. Sneaking up here again, Zulu focused mostly on everywhere else. He's not really quite paying attention. So Ray there, sensing this, moves up and hits the cutoff point, even laying down mines. Very cheeky play here out of Ray. Not just grabbing the point, but leaving a bit of little gift for the British. Classic German gift which causes mines. But there you go, Zulu though, had the Vickers nearby, section moving in, already losing Ludwig here, and we see he does manage to cut off point here, denying Zulu precious resources. Worth noting though, Zulu's captured actually prioritized munitions over the fuel there. So might be hoping to get some flamethrowers out early, or even like, some upgrades for the infantry section. We'll have to see, of course, here. Panzer Grenadiers pushing forwards here. Ray's initial raid, of course, also signaling stuff is finally starting to happen here in terms of shooty bang bang, as the professionals call it. And there goes ZuluKobra, actually committed to Australian defense and goes for an Australian section. Tally ho, lads. So, interesting choice here from Zulu. Most of the time you see Australian defense picked early on, and then you go for the Australians as your first unit. But Zulu actually went for it, in a slightly, roundabout order, going for it a bit later and then calling in the Australians. It's an interesting choice there. And I wonder if there's actually purpose to this, or if it's just like Zulu going, oh, Shazbot, I need to do something about this. You may never truly know, but it is nonetheless very interesting. Oh, they got the Ulcers out there, the Bruces. But they're only Enfields, though they might have actually been equipped with the short magazine Lee Enfield Mark III. It's a bit of an older rifle than the Lee Enfield Mark IV. But Sappers are taking a loss, trying to fight up close versus the Panzer Grenadiers, then falling in the building. Not great for the Sappers, so they very much lose this engagement and are forced back here. They had flamethrowers that could have worked out. And we do have a flamethrower team up here for Zulu, but it's busy elsewhere, and so can't easily move in. The Vickers, though, blasting the windows. Panzer Grenadiers doing what they can there from inside, but again, it's not looking great. Section occupying here, Klaus forming up a blocking position against Ray's forces. Ray does have a flamethrower, but it's actually far busier in the south, nowhere near the more urban environment. Well, buildings there. So I think calling 3 houses an urban environment might be a bit of a stretch. But anyways, I'd like to send Fantrigger shots here from Array. Of course, small map like Road to Tunis obviously benefits a lot from that. Plus, like a lot of these, light howitzers, if you will, have incredible range, and so we can cover a good chunk of the map, which is a really nasty combo. It's the same with pack howitzers, obviously. or, you know, against, you know, the British heavy mortar. All of these can be rather uncomfortable to play with, or play against. Not with, obviously, on a map like this, playing with them is great. We got the platoon command post of ZuluKobra in the south here. Australians catching the Panzer Pioneer here. Ray, of course, realizing this engagement is already lost, just withdraws. That's also a good skill to have sometimes. Like, just look at the engagement, what are, like, the status of the variation is on, and just, you know, can quickly decide, is it worth to keep fighting it, or should you just retreat? And Ray, of course, they just made the sharp decision to just retreat. Following up here on the lightest infantry Geschützachsen, we're getting ambulance there for Ray. Panzer is being pushed back with the sappers, the Australians. Do we have any healing there for Zulu, by the way? Do not, actually. Do have the 2-pounder gun here, obviously as sort of a quick choice in case light vehicles happening from Ray fairly fast. We've got MD-34s on the way. We also got a second Australian section out here for Zulu, I just noticed. So yeah, interesting approach here to going for the Australians. Very interesting approach. I mean, one possibility, of course, could be it's sort of a bit, you know, a cheeky move to try and, like, you know, get Ray to relax, thinking, okay, I'm not against Australians, I don't have to worry about Australians, and then suddenly, boom, Australians. I mean, you know, surprise Australians is probably some of the worst Australians possible. You imagine, you know, like, you're suddenly coming home and suddenly, boom, Australians. You'd be terrified too, wouldn't you? Unless, of course, you live in Australia, but imagine you don't live in Australia. Anyways, sappers there pushed back. Mines here, of course, looking to anticipate a move on the cut-off point there. Smart foresight. Light infantry gun moving forwards. Typically, there'd be a couple of these in a heavy weapons company for a battalion. And they'd be supplemented by the Schwere Infanterie Geschütz, which basically had a 15cm gun and was significantly larger. Obviously. So, little fun fact, the Sailors, the Warm on these would be replaced by heavy mortars as they were overall a bit more handy, and I think also easier to make overall. Stuart light tank for ZuluKobra. Against the DAK, Stuarts typically tend to perform better. In case of Panzers, they can handle better, plus they also perform better against the DAK light vehicles. So, if you're British up against DAK, Stuarts tend to be a bit of a better pick there. Zulu, those got excellent map control here. Ray, with the light artillery pieces, also kind of pushed himself into a bit more of a defensive posture, which has helped Zulu, of course, push for map control. We even got anti-tank rifles. Been a while since we've seen those. The boys' anti-tank rifle. Slowly inching forwards here. Got the ambulance hanging about here. Ray finally getting a bit of a move on again. And we get battlefield espionage, by the way. Could very well then be looking at a Funkwagen there. Stuart hanging back here for Zulu. Section withdrawing here. Do finally have the healing, by the way, there for Zulu. And certainly, not a moment too late, most of his forces, you might notice, I'd actually had half health, so that's like an area where he can quickly suffer a lot of losses. It does, of course, have the slightly unfortunate backside, which is now Ray can just advance quite well without any opposition. You also got Ray, he actually very cautiously laying down a lot of mines here. Thumbs up to Ray there, very thorough with that. There it goes, Zulu's forces are mostly back in order already. We're going to be then obviously looking at the recce package of the Australians. Not they can really upgrade them with anything else. You got artillery fire here going down, Zulu moving up here. Looking to focus on the south side. We do get a bit in the north here, but the main thrust is clear towards the south here. Possibly looking to use the building here as an anchor point unless Ray uses it against him. Probably why again the flamethrowers there, just in case Ray was trying to use it. Again, Zulu's there, go occupying the house here with the anti-tank section. There we go, got a few shots in the ambulance troop moving in here from the north. Aggressive play by Zulu. And again, tactically very salient. But unfortunately gets a bit too closer to the infantry, just getting caught by the Pack 38. But I do like what he was trying them. We do get a smoke run here. But essentially this was kind of meant to like draw attention, make Ray that think, of course, this is also where any armor was going to arrive from. They could see the Pack was there for it. And then sting from the north here. But again, got too close to the section and got knocked out, unfortunately. Still, nice attempt there by Zulu. Just might actually been better to try and go through the southern route because, as you might have noticed, a lot few Germans and could like got caught up on the German side through here as well. But I think in a much safer way. Obviously, would have taken a bit more setup, a bit more time, and perhaps that could have been like that, which is Zulu never considered it. But again, I would They'd consider that instead.
Confirmed and understood, Commandant.
All the way though. Good win there for Ray. We got Zulu though with a cash here using the strengthen economy upgrade ability there, which makes them both tougher and cheaper.
No contact.
And we got veteran squads up for Ray. We actually got a 4th Panzer Grenadier squad. That's actually a bit rare, I feel like. Most DAK players rarely commit to that many Panzer Grenadiers, but that said, if you are going to commit to them, you probably should. And Zulu here responding to, you know, again, Ray's more fortified stance. Here we're going for the Bishop. Zulu turning to the clergy. Meanwhile, Panzer map cut for the Australians. Fuel cache up here. No upgrades for the Australian sections yet. Up north, the victory point being captured there by German force in the south. Ray also expanding presence. Still only got one upgraded Panzer Grenadier squad yet at Ray though. And we got machine getting hammered by the Leichtes Infanterie Geschützachse. Okay, that was it. Apparently took some damage while I wasn't paying attention. Cancel and then go for the Bishop, which of course should make it a bit harder for Ray to maintain this posture. Of course, the fuel cache will just ensure that Zulu does get a bit more fuel here now than a Ray per minute basis. So that's obviously a bit of an advantage as well. But we almost got a triple cap here from Ray on Zulu. 15th Panzer Division there, unleashing its motorized muscles here against those British forces. In the south here, Panzer Pioneer busy doing in the Funk Panzerwagen. Possibly to lay down some mines or something else. There you go, flanking in here. Zulu again extending presence in the north. Can go for the Bishop. There we go. The Bishop.
We have lost control of a victory point.
And then got artillery fire there. Panzer Pioneer on the way there for Ray. Another squad there. Probably for minesweepers. Maybe more flamethrowers. Who knows? There you go. Defending the cutoff point successfully. But the southern fuel point are falling. Bishop is almost ready here for ZuluKobra. 406 1583. ZuluKobra now falling behind Ray in terms of victory points pretty swiftly. And Ray here looking to push for that Panzer Army Commando and some Panzers. Zulu, of course, meanwhile, looking for that artillery. There we go. Bishop out. 25-pounder gun mounted on a Valentine tank chassis. South, the Vickers counter-attacking there with some Australians in tow. Bot getting flanked here. Good flank there, of course. And we got the Bishop ready. Is it already firing? Yes, indeed it is. Trying to silence here the Leichtes Infanterie Geschütz. Almost got it here. This could go well here for Zulu. Or less well for Ray. Close call. But at least it is going to force it. Oh, that was pretty good then, actually. Almost took out that squad. And again, straight for the cutoff point here. Forcing Zulu, of course, to run a racket there, trying to deal with all the smaller penetrations here that Ray's got against his front line.
A victory point is being taken from us.
Bunching up like this, bit risky there, of course, against the Bishop. 6-pounder guns here, Zulu, of course, at this point, looking at the timings and the resource flow, probably starting to figure this is time to get the anti-tank up before it gets steamrolled by enemy panzers.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
I think another risk to this, by the way, it's not just, you know, he's bunching up a lot of support, but he's bunching up there in one of his major paths there for his infantry, so there's definitely a chance he could, like, you know, get a lot of units caught up there by an artillery barrage if he's not careful.
The fight continues.
Fresh fighting south of the southern building. Again, note focusing down the sappers here, they have the most burst damage, so thumbs up there to Ray. Basically, the withdrawing has got German troops pushing it. Cash under fire. In the south here, the British forces could maybe make their way forwards here. There's definitely an attempt here by ZuluKobra. Cash there's being damaged, would of course be quite painful for Zulu to lose it. Victory points wise, though, he's really starting to fall behind here.
New Tiger tanks will be made available shortly.
And Ray pushing straight for the Armoured reserves there likely might be setting up for something like a Panzer 4 here. Maybe even the Tiger. Maybe. Meanwhile, when will Zulu's bishop be put to work again? So a bit of quiet here, besides the hammering of the gun sabs almost got wiped out. Zulu's bishop continues to apparently figure out which sermon to pick. Which hymns to sing. And the South German forces are steadily approaching, making excellent progress. There you go, plunder out here for Ray, thumbs up. Cash down, that's definitely a bit painful there for Zulu. Meanwhile, Ray here should be able to go for the Panda 4 bout now, but again, might be getting a bit optimistic here and hope for a Tiger tank. Which could backfire, as it could allow Zulu enough time to maybe catch up in other respects. We got another Australian section out here for Zulu. Interesting. Doing continue, we haven't seen any of them yet upgraded. Oh, direct fire in the end, straight in the center here. Apparently Zulu's just had enough. And he's just going to start blasting. Panzer's flank in, here we got Panzer taking losses as a retreat here though, but anti-tank section is not going to be able to do the job unless Zulu has some absurd luck. Which I mean is possible. Far up north here, Sappers versus Panzer Pioneers, Sten guns versus flamethrowers in action, or bolt action rifles. Inching forwards here, Zulu looking to get the drop here on Ray in the center. And there you go, catching him in a bit of a bad spot. Panzer being host here. Oh, we got grenades and artillery from the machine gun nest here. Forcing Zulu to withdraw there. Will the bishop soon sound his gun again? We'll have to see. Hard work here. Artillery fire in the center there. Like having again with the Locked Infantry shots. Or no, actually bombarding the base. Forcing Zulu once more to spend time repairing that. Yeah, there we go. Going for the counter battery fire again here. This time they're not quite successful. Which is of course great for Ray, but certainly a little less than ideal for Zulu. Got the 6-pounder gun there ready, back at base here. Nothing still happening for Zulu. Meanwhile, Ray there is, I think, at this stage, clearly aiming for the Tiger tank. And Zulu definitely needs to do something, I think, a bit more drastic to change that particular development. Now, at this stage, Ray, of course, has a lot of upgraded infantry. Zulu has the strength for training, but no upgrades like further help against the MG-34 wielding Panzer Grenadiers. And this, I think, is basically where the problem right now lies for Zulu. As with a lot of upgrades, the Panzer Grenadiers can, with time, actually scale somewhat. But it does take a while, and it does take a lot of resource investment. Meanwhile, the Panzer Pioneer section squad up north got taken out there. Small win for Zulu here against Ray. Small, but nonetheless, it's, you know, victory here against the German army. In the south, Saps are clashing, dodging a grenade here. Popping their own here, the number 69. Zulu's managed to stop the bleed here from Ray. It's otherwise still not looking wildly ideal. And we got the Pack 38 sneak up here. Forced off the northern point. Zulu's actually forced to rebuild his field infirmary. Of course, this time around, building it a bit further away there. So, because right here, the problem with this one is made it easy for Ray. It's just right smack dab in the middle of the base. So Ray just needs to like shoot there, and it's pretty obvious. So I'd say that's a pretty good counter maneuver as it gets here for Zulu, short of just, you know, silencing this piece. But I think Zulu definitely needs to like start looking into getting some armor here to turn the tide, some tanks, and not stewards.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
There we go, more artillery fire again, bunched up units, make for a great artillery attack. Oh! Wow! Direct hit on the ambulance. That's definitely going to hurt Ray there a bit. That is definitely going to hurt and slow down Ray's economy a bit there. And with this Zulu force on the attack here, German lines is a bit more in disarray. Now they cannot fight with the safety of the enemies behind them. Got the archer here from Zulu. Probably anticipating there's going to be Tiger Tank alone from Ray here. So honestly, having the archer ready there does make a ton of sense. Tiger Tank has in fact just arrived here to support the men of the 15th Panzer Division here. With that, Zulu, of course, is very much ready here with the Archer Tank Destroyer, which mounted a 17-pounder gun, also on the Valentine tank chassis. Which is used for a bit of this and that. A more fun fact is the Valentine tank was produced in large numbers even when they stopped using them because the Soviets really liked the Valentine tank itself. They used it primarily as a light tank just to make things a bit more fun when it was designed as an infantry tank. That's sort of your slower tank than infantry. There we go. Got the Archer out here with its 17-pounder gun there. German forces advancing on the centre here. Ray on the counter-offensive in the south side here. British and Australian forces descending here. We got a squad dug in. But counter-attack knowledge goes on. Bishop blasting the centre here with the 25-pounder gun shells. In the south, German forces there forced to withdraw. Zulu's assault is unrelenting. Ruthless. Archer keeps moving ahead here. Technically, it's backwards. That's one of those unique features of the Valentine tank. The gun was basically mounted backwards on it. There we go. Tiger Tank, they're getting hit with both 6-pounder and 70-pounder gun fire there. Of course, that Ray knows the Archer's on the field and he has to get a bit more careful, but he also needs to see if he can't find a counter to it. They're being pushed back, direct fire there. Quickly pulling back the Archer. Probably not wanting to get it caught by, say, a sneaky Pack 38, which is a legitimate concern to have. And Ray there with a fresh ambulance. We got the Bishop there sounding off. Probably trying to silence, yes, the Leichtes Infanteriegeschütz. Almost had it there, but still having a bit of bad luck though. The shots actually hitting it. Victory points wise, Ray still has a good lead here over Zulu and the British forces. Punches there being snapped a bit. There go Tiger Tank sneaking forwards. Archer though also kind of moves at the same time.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Pushing southwards. Zulu senses an opportunity to take on Ray, and there go Tiger Tank reals position, opens up. Archer, though, thankfully for Ray, wasn't quite in a position to fully exploit this, and we got the Pack 38 ready as well here. Thumbs up to that. Up north here, Zulu's claimed a northern victory point again. Could advance in the field point even there, and there go another great hit from the Archer, but this time, though, takes a hit. And with those incendiary armor piercing rounds, or incendiary munitions, it can't take a lot more damage. Almost at the Pack 38 there. Note that actual incendiary munitions weren't really a thing for tanks. Like, you know, sure they could catch on fire, that's mostly just because of stuff on the inside, you know, catching on fire. Which is, in fact, a real big threat. Even, like, in many cases, the side is slight and, you know, something like caught fire. In many cases, crews would just bail out and just see, like, you know, is the tank going to explode or not?
Command points need assigning, Commandant.
Anyways, Tiger Tank pushing forward here. Picks up the Archer. I'm guessing the Zulu at this rate is going to just end up going for another Archer. He'd have double Archers as the Tiger Tank. I mean, he could try and take up, but under the current circumstances, the sheer amount of pressure being applied here by Ray, it may not feel that easy for Zulu. Still, though, no sign of any Lee Enfields there for the Australians. I find that a bit amusing. Yeah, Ray almost got all ports there seized again here for the German army, the 15th Panzer Division. Straight up assault towards here. Zulu again preparing another southern push. Tiger Tank reels itself, and of course directed here from British guns. Even using the Bishop there. Panzerpanius lost due to that. Oh, another massive hit here. This is going really awkwardly there for Ray to put it gently massive hit. We do here get the Firestorm, forcing Zulu to withdraw there. Giving the Tiger Tank chance to just basically hightail it out of there. That really went awkwardly there for the Tiger tank. Meanwhile up here, Panzer's diving forward, getting hit here as well. And yes, indeed, it is a second Archer tank destroyer here out of Zulu. One of, or as the British would have called it, self-propelled anti-tank gun, because British doctrine did not operate with tank destroyers. Fun fact. They would, of course, mount 17-pounder guns as many of those tank destroyers or self-propelled anti-tank guns as they could. There was obviously the M10 Achilles, which had a version, but they actually also up-armored the tank destroyer.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
And then slap a
point.
17-pounder gunner. You obviously had the Firefly. There's the
A victory point is
A30
being
Challenger,
taken from us.
which is basically Cromwell with just
The enemy
more
has
stuff
only
added to it.
100 points
Bigger.
remaining. The advantage is ours.
Some fun facts there.
Victory point under enemy control.
Strange they're getting blasted. With two Archers, the Zulu is able to present a larger threat to the Tiger tank.
The enemy have claimed
Of
our
course, it would
sector.
help him get rid of that one anti-tank gun.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
In the South, German forces are pushing that southern victory point again. We got 4 versus 96 here. Zulu's down there. All a bit behind here.
Hostility alarm near our victory point.
And far up north here, Sappers sitting upon that northern victory point. We got one Panzer squad hitting the east level. Thumbs up.
We have 300 points.
Right, at this point, Buzz lost all of his Panzer Pioneers.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Withdraws from the northern point? Is that intentional? Is there some kind of misclick there by Zulus? Oh, Tiger tank diving in, this time into both the 6-pounder and the double Archers here. We could actually see the Tiger tank going down here with a bit of bad luck. No pop smoke, and that may just narrowly save here. Ray's Tiger there from utter annihilation. Infantry moving in here, attacking into Ray's northern flank, which is completely exposed to an infantry push here now. Tiger tank moving up. Archer's clearly not going to dive through the smoke here. No idea what could be next to it. Bishop also being moved up here for more direct fire. There we go, direct shot on the Panzer Grenadiers there. Almost taking out the entire squad. Very good bit of luck there for Ray. They did not get utterly obliterated there.
34 and crew standing by.
Almost got knocked out due to that Pack 38 hit. And we got team weapon training out of Zulu. Slowly just bolstering the various forces there in the south. Pushing that victory point again here. 296 for 79. Really starting to get a bit sticky here with the victory points against the Ray. And we actually have an MD-34 team there brought to the front line to help defend against any British sneakiness.
Their front line crumbles before us. 75 points.
Far up
remain.
north here, Sappers advancing and going for that northern point, but this time though, Ray is ready. The 15th Panzer Division is ready. Got a Panzer Grenadier squad with that MD-34
Enemy
ready.
have taken a victory point.
Got the marked target there, the marksman shot. Artillery fire on the southern point. Zulu just withdraws from there.
A victory point is being taken
There we
from
go,
us.
German troops up north, forced away. Tiger tank looks like it's going to head northwards there as well, which would actually dodge the tank destroyers. 296 for 66. Zulu needs to get something done about these victory points, and pretty rapidly. There we go, Tiger tank keeps moving, supported by an MD-34 team. Ray is racing northwards here, looking to inflict as much damage here to Zulu before he can bring in the counter here. He might even be hoping calls the Zulu commits up north. At that point, Ray can then strike in the south with the Tiger tank, basically keeping Zulu guessing as to where the Tiger tank actually is. Fresh firing here, A squad moving in. Artillery fire though immediately being used to support here. Ray's advancing that southern victory point. And we got a firestorm here in Zulu's concentration, catching a lot of his force there in a sea of fire. Vast pyroclastic carpet of doom.
Panzer Pioneers available.
Fresh Panzer Pioneers out there for Zulu to help repair the Tiger tank, since just having the crew repair it is obviously not ideal, though. As a fun fact, they're kind of trained in it, in part because, this is perhaps not to discuss, but
We are losing ground.
most Tiger tank crews would actually, as part of the training, be sent towards the Tiger tank factories to help assemble the Tiger tanks. Which, of course, gave them a bit, a familiarity with the Tiger tank, and of course also meant they could, like, save a bit of workman crew there on it. Almost had the Tiger tank there, good lord! Imagine the RNG got slightly different there. That would have been it for the Tiger tank there. That was insanely lucky for Ray. And very lucky as well with that 17 pounder gun, or 25 pounder gun shot there with the Bishop just completely whiffing as well there. We got 284 versus 57. Sappers closing, got grenades as well already. Trying to dodge here, things do not go that smoothly for Zulu. Bring up the Bishop again. Oh, that was a bit of whiff than the Pak 38. 284 52 hit. Got grenades all over the place. 50 points left for Zulu. The clock is ticking. It's ticking a pretty German tune. Meanwhile, Tiger Tank advancing here. 44 versus 284. Of course, as soon as Raid gives away the Tiger Tank position, the archers will, of course, descend upon it. We got another Bishop here for Zulu. And the Pak 38 is all the way back here. 43 points left for Zulu. One infantry covering this northern point. And there you go, Tiger Tank, 6 pounder gun, engaging the Tiger Tank. Other archer, they're hanging back due to low health. Obviously another Pak 38 shot, they could knock it out. Almost had the Tiger Tank again, and there you go. Pak 38 scoring a hit on the archer. Second Bishop is almost ready here for Zulu. And straight ahead here. Telefied grenades almost taking out the Zulu's H machine gun crew there. And we also got a bit of quick desperate shot here. 2 from the Bishop just checking the Germans off the center, but the southern side is being lost here. Section as the Panzer Grenadiers. British forces narrowly edge out on that one. Really tense stuff here. Second Bishop has now arrived here for Zulu and is immediately starting to just plaster the area there with 25 pounder shells. Tiger Tank getting good to go again. We got one archer there at the ready. Sectional wipe. Single 88mm high explosive shell there. Shatters them. With precision. Up north, machine gun there continues to come the northern point. No response to them. Zulu, he's completely zoned in on the south here. The south is all he can see. He can dream about. Panzer Division getting focused down pretty aggressively. Tiger Tank obviously being a bit cautious due to the presence of the archers in the center. Fresh push forwards. There you go, archers letting go here. Trying to take out there as well. Getting a bit ugly here. About to lose an archer if he's not careful. Might also get the Tiger Tank. Bishop's hammering away there. Looks like there's been a bit of a whiff barrage there of anything. Second Bishop being rushed up, I think, for a point blank shot here against Ray's Panzer Guns. There we go. Almost had the squad. 250 hit. Everything's just basically hanging in the balance here for Zulu. Rushing the center now. Bishop's back in here. We got the Funk Panzerwagen ultimate up. 40 feet here. There's 240 feet. Bit of quiet there. Southern point's about to fall into the German army's hands once more. Tiger Tank then, heavy need repairs. Sanders falling. We got a triple cap now again. Zulu has no room for error now. I do think at this point Zulu needs to do something drastic to throw Ray off. To really just, like, you know, give Ray a massive headache. Or just surrender. That's an option as well. I mean, that counts as drastic too, I suppose, surrendering. But GG gamer there. Hell of a fight. Some really close quarters action. But I think losing that steward right there in the early game and that maneuver there, I think kind of hurt Zulu. It ended up being a large amount of resource invested that just went nowhere. Had he not lost the steward like that, I think it would have been a better position, or just not invested into it at all. Probably also would have helped out there, but that's obviously hindsight talking there. I do feel like it would have put more influence in the north there against the times versus Ray. And at times I feel like there was a bit too much focus on the center from Zulu, when again I think some deeper flanks would have helped him a lot. But still, well played on both sides. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.